Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Time, and today we have the MoodLab REX earbuds here. So these are some Dollarama IEMs, and this is the packaging. So basically, it says REX right over here. Fidelity earbuds with a mic. Wow, so impressive. These are $4, and the packaging feels pretty light and cheap. It doesn't feel like there's anything else except for the earbuds in here. So yeah, REX and whatever. Nothing on the top. It says, iPod, iPad, iPhone. I'm pretty sure it connects with Android and Windows and MacBooks, but okay. By the way, I'm recording on the built-in mic. Just tell me how it sounds down below. Anyway, so it comes with a mic and control button, cable splitter, a 3.5mm jack, which they call a connector, a 10mm driver unit, 32 ohms, basically to power this thing up, and a 1.3 meter cable. So yeah, just comment down below how you think this sounds. I personally think they sound really good. So apparently this is not super long in terms of the cable, but the drivers are supposed to be good. And apparently on Sound Guys, they said this had the best tuning on it. We'll get here. This is how you open it up. You just pop this out. And these are the earbuds themselves. Voila. Oh, I didn't even know that they came with extra silicone tips. That's nice. So yeah, these are $4, as I mentioned before. I guess compared to the $1.25 earbuds, you get the addition of extra silicone tips, which is honestly not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so basically the build of these have these metallic ends. They're plastic, obviously, but they have this shine, I guess. And the inside, what can I say about this? I mean, I guess it's okay, but these kind of look long, and like these look they don't look like the slimmest things in the world. So yeah, and this cable is a flat cable. I personally don't like flat cables just because they tend to tug on your clothing a lot, and I bet you I'm gonna hear a lot of rustling on my shirt with these things because the cables don't seem to be invincible to that sort of sound. Whereas other cables are really good at preventing that, shirt rustling sound. Anyway, so these are the buds themselves. I just undid that. Yeah, so they both have these clear silicone tips. They look better than the $1.25 ones. Like, I mean, you can't really compare these to anything else except for the other $1.25 one, the other Dollarama IEMs. But yeah, I mean, I technically could make some comparisons to like the Galaxy Buds Pro, but you can't really fairly compare them. Here's some first impressions. I'm gonna basically put these on and test out the mic, and yeah, we'll take a look at those later. This has a call button. So yeah, I mean, I think that's good. I wish they had volume controls. That would have been nice. But yeah, okay, let's take a look at these. I'm gonna plug these in, do some listening, and I'll get back to you. They emphasized the low bass and the low mids, and they're kind of lacking on treble and the higher mids, I guess. Because when I was listening to songs, I could barely hear the vocals, and the regular bass was kind of lacking. It was the really, really low instruments that I could hear, and it was kind of overpowering. So yeah, I mean, you can't really expect too much out of $4 earbuds, but I'm just trying to give you some objective feedback here. Again, I'm not an audiophile, but just from what I've heard, the low bass was really emphasized. So basically what I did was I put on an EQ. I basically put it on, I emphasized the treble a little bit, and I turned down the low bass and boosted the mids, and basically these sound really good with proper EQ. So yeah, now my thing I want to compare it to are these things. Okay, so I made a review about these. These are some fake wireless Apple AirPods and whatever. Now the thing about these are they are they're okay at replicating the actual look of AirPods, but they are not good sounding. Now I would recommend these over these because these just sound outright terrible. These ones are somewhat okay. They're mediocre, I guess. But this one is so bad. This is so tinny. It is so distorted. The clarity is, as I said, because it's distorted, I can barely hear anything. The sound separation is so bad, and like everything just sounds terrible. Like it is so obvious, and I'm not even an audiophile. I can hear how bad this is. These ones are okay. This one sounds better. This one sounds better than this one does. Although these ones have silicone ear tips, this one just sounds better. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I think there's just more clarity in these. Yeah. So my verdict is yes, these do sound good for $4. I definitely recommend picking them up if you don't really care about sounds and you're willing to do some EQing, and you only have $4 to spend. And I just want to mention these silicone ear tips, while they do include them, these are super, super uncomfortable. Like seriously, they need to figure out a way to make these more comfortable. I noticed that this part didn't really affect me. The actual driver area wasn't too painful to wear. In fact, the most painful part was the silicone tips because they're lacking in plushness. Like seriously, I can feel everything. It hurts when you put them in your ear canals. Okay, so first of all, I wish these were detachable. Like seriously, but again, they're $4, so you can't really expect much. But the problem is that this cable, although it is, I guess it looks kind of thin from here, right? I mean, it's still pretty thick compared to the regular cable. This is visibly thick. Like they intertwine two of these, meaning that this is super heavy. Like I could feel the earbuds coming out of my ears when I stood up because gravity. So yeah, like this is super heavy. Why did they make the cable so thick here? Like they did not need to make this cable super thick. This is kind of ridiculous. This is like, look, this is what you see on the packaging. Nice and relatively, I wouldn't want to say thin, but relatively acceptable cables. This is not acceptable for 32 ohms. This is like too much. You do not need these thick cables connecting to your $4 earbuds. Like, what is the purpose of these big like cables? You don't need anything else. Why didn't they design it in a way that this length, this thickness of a cable would continue over here? Like that would have been way better. And honestly, the rustling on these is terrible. I can hear everything. It's so bad. Yeah. I guess these ones are the best out of the dollar store. Honestly, the dollar store earbuds sound terrible. Like they are the worst of the worst. So yeah, like honestly, these are the best of the worst. That's how I'll describe them. Best of the worst. So yeah, these ones, yeah, I mean, yeah, just go buy them if you have a really tight budget and you don't mind doing some EQ and you don't mind the terrible tips, or maybe you want to purchase better tips. But yeah, like I definitely recommend these over the AirPod fakes. Like unless you're actually wanting to trick people into thinking that you have AirPod Pros, like these ones are way better in terms of sound. And as I mentioned before in my other videos, do not go for these AirPods, the fake AirPods. They don't sound good. As I stated before, the Dollarama earbuds are better than the fake AliExpress clones. My one question is, why did they make this such a big cutout here? Like, why is this such a big cutout? Look at this. They could have made the cutout this big. You know, it doesn't make very much sense. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.